Welcome to Muckrock Assignments, the easy way to turn large PDFs, collections of social media posts, and other kinds of embeddable content into spreadsheets, searchable databases, and a chance to engage your audience in the work you do. At its heart, Assignments lets you select a target dataset, usually documents uploaded to the document cloud, and then define some questions you'd like answered about that content. The result is a form that shows a random selection from your target data and ask the reader to submit the requested answers. You can limit the people who are allowed to answer to people you specifically invite, or you can open up your assignment to the world. If you have a pro or organizational account, getting started is easy. From muckrock.com/assignment, just click Create Assignment, and you'll be taken to a form builder page that includes everything you need to get started. First, pick a descriptive title. Particularly if you're opening your crowdsourced project to the public, you want something that's immediately accessible and gives them an idea of what they'll be doing, such as sift through our city budget or explore the CIA's archives. Next, give it a description. You want to keep this to just a few paragraphs, but again, as much context as someone would need to answer the form question properly. You can include Markdown here, so if it's useful to link articles or other resources, go for it. Now we get to the project. If you want your assignment to be private, it needs to be part of a project. Otherwise, this field is optional, but it gives you a few more options later on if you have a project that you can add the assignment to. If you already have a project, just start typing in its name and it'll appear from the drop-down. If you don't have a project yet, you can go to muckrock.com/project now and create one, or save your assignment as a draft and add an associated project to it later. If your assignment is limited to just people who you invite, click Project Only. If you want to share the results of the project with other team members, click Project Admin will give other members of the specified project access to the assignment results. Now comes data limit. If you're having people go through documents or other data, sometimes you want each piece of information done multiple times to ensure accuracy. If you're working with staff members or others that you completely trust, you can reduce this number to 1. This number just sets the bar on how many times any given page or piece of content will be presented to people answering your questions. Allow multiple submissions per data item is used if you want people to fill out the form multiple times per page. For example, if you have a number of recipes written on a given page, but you're not sure how many, and you just want people to keep filling out the form until they've entered all the recipes. User limit Muckrock assignments don't need any data associated with them all, and you can just use these as a simple form tool. For example, we used assignments to gather submissions for FOIA March Madness, our annual contest to see which federal agencies are the most transparent. If you want to limit these kinds of submissions to 1 per user, just click User Limit. Registration defines whether registration is required, off, or optional for the given assignment. If you'd like to follow up with users, we recommend leaving it on. You'll then be able to quickly email people who submit. Turning registration off or making it optional increases the percentage of people who are likely to participate. Submission emails send to defined email addresses a copy of any submissions you get. This is really helpful if you only get occasional submissions or if you want to circulate all the incoming submissions across a team. You can include multiple email addresses. Next is the form builder itself. Drag and drop the type of request you want to include, and then click the pencil icon to mark it as required. Set the label, which is what the question will appear as, add optional help desk, and otherwise set the variables for the questions. When you're done editing the question, click Close. Documents by page is useful for when you want people to go through a large document page by page. If you're having people go through lots of smaller documents, leave this box unchecked. Finally, it's time to add the data. You can add either links to Document Cloud documents or other URLs one at a time, or you can upload a CSV file with all the links you want included. If you do the latter, name at least one column with the URL. The other columns will be retained when you export your data, which can be helpful. Finally, if everything looks good, go ahead and click Start. You can also save your assignment as a draft if you'd like to make changes later. Currently, you cannot go back and edit questions or make other changes, so make sure that things look good before you launch the assignment. Clicking Start will take you to the Assignments Overview page. First, if you'd like to see your assignment in action, click the Assignment button and you'll get a live URL you can share with others who have permissions to it. Clicking Results CSV We'll email you a copy of the current submissions as a spreadsheet. Clicking Close will end the assignment. Please note that once the assignment's closed, you currently have to email our support team to reopen it if you change your mind. If you're having people help go through PDFs, you can add more people for data to analyze via the Add Data tab. You can also embed the assignment on your own website by copying the embed code, text, and pasting it. Finally, you can view responses from the Response tab. If you type a keyword in the search bar, it'll instantly filter to just show terms that include that keyword. You can also mark responses as flagged if you'd like to mark something for further follow-up, or click Gallery if you'd like to highlight that submission publicly. This feature is still in beta and isn't quite ready for general usage yet. If you'd like to edit a response, just click the pencil icon. We always keep the original submission and you can see when edits were made, by whom, and revert with just a click. Clicking Show Data Inline will pull the embeds right by the submission. So you can quickly spot check things or get more context. Finally, if you'd like to reach out to somebody who submitted, either to thank them for their help or give them an update on their project, just click the email icon. Assignments is under active development. We'd love to hear your ideas about how it could be useful or help you get your project set up right. If you have other questions not addressed here, just email us at info@muckrock.com.